What I'm amazed about is that our clothes didn't even get wet while we were down there. That truly is a powerful spell that you have there, Rune.
It is indeed very versatile, but we must not get complacent in its use. If it runs out while we're deep underwater, I don't need to tell you what will happen.
Indeed you don't. But we're not going to be going underwater anymore, are we? We found that small area, had a quick look, and that's about it. Right? You're giving me that look that says otherwise, Rune.
It's very likely that the next floor we go down to is going to be completely submerged. You're just going to have to be ready for that fact.
I was afraid you'd say that. Well, let's get this exploration over with then if it's going to happen again. Just make sure you have multiple of that spell ready, Rune.
We will, don't worry.
Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play the Eye of the Beholder 3, Assault on Mythdraenor, and when last we left off, we briefly went underwater, and I hope that the mechanics for being underwater are the same as they are in Dungeon Hack, whereupon you only take damage if you're moving from one square to another if you don't have water breathing active, and you can do things like attack and even rest without any danger. Provided, of course, there aren't enemies that will attack you. There are likely going to be enemies that will attack us. Remembering some of the enemies from Dungeon Hack, one of them hit quite hard indeed when it got the opportunity to do so. If it actually will get that opportunity remains to be seen. But that is in our potential future. For now, we're exploring this level that has loads of enemies made of the Earth itself. Are there any enemies here? There is a green gem here. We're going to hold on to this in the hopes that it will be part of the puzzle that has us holding these gems. And there is a scroll here that we're going to read. Let's do that. My search for immortality continues. The side effects of my last attempt have grown worse. I have lost the feeling in my left arm, and I continue to cough up small amounts of blood. There must be a way, and I must find it soon. I cannot afford these continual setbacks. I am growing old, even for my race. I will soon die if I do not find the means for the transformation. I fear that I may fail in this, my final task. It has been such a long time since I began this search. At every turn there are obstacles that become more and more difficult to surmount, not to mention the battle within myself. Is this really what must be done? Have I looked at every other possible angle, discarded every other option? At times I feel I must search for another way, but the thought of becoming immortal has begun to appeal to me. Living forever, becoming one of the most powerful beings that walks the plane. Is this not like becoming a god? I am losing my train of thought. I suspect that this struggle is beginning to affect my mind. I must retain my sanity above all, lest I become the very evil I am trying to keep away from my home. My search must succeed, or else the evil will surely consume us all. Grim reading.
I wonder if this person found what they were looking for.
Personally, I'll be quite happy if they didn't. There's one more door to look through, and let's go in and see what there is to find. Like this door here. And there are lots of goodies here. A potion of speed. Another scroll of meteor swarm that will give to bug. There is a scroll of energy drain. The game is taking into account the possibility that you will have multiple mages. Here is a scroll of time stop.
This is truly powerful magic. Magic beyond the likes of which I've ever seen.
Magic that you can hopefully cast?
I'm afraid it's beyond my capabilities right now. But it won't be forever. We actually have a spare scroll of this one. And this one as well.
And that one too?
No, this one's going to Buganius.
Thanks, that'll be very useful for a prank at some point.
I'd be very surprised if you found somebody that needed that kind of prank.
That is a ridiculously powerful scroll. Energy Drain and Meteor Swarm just available for us to cast from a parchment. And we have a Potion of Speed. We should make some room for it, but I don't know what to get rid of. We could get rid of the diamond, but I still feel that that will be useful. Let's get rid of this book and keep looking around. There's this way. No one in the party is able to budge the door. We're going to have to open that some other way. There's another one of those, but it has a very different lock. And there's a button right here,
perhaps to open that door.
Let's have a look. Yes, indeed. And we now have a brass key that we're probably going to need to use right there.
That's going to lead to another underwater area, isn't it?
I'm afraid it will.
We'll get ready, and then we'll go down, only then.
We need to drop something. This short sword, maybe. This short sword +2 is something that we don't need, so let us save and descend down. We don't want to drop a companion. That is the wrong button. Let's go down. Without the proper equipment, yes, we do need to have the grappling hook in hand. Oh dear! I think all of our spells have just faded. And there's an enemy approaching that we need to take care of. That is indeed an enemy from Dungeon Hack. And if memory serves, they hit really hard. We don't want to be here if all of our spells are going to expire. An unknown force quenches the spell's energy. Well, that makes this place extremely dangerous. Let's get out right now, and hopefully we can, nope, not like that. Like this? Nope, do we have to step over here? We did take damage. Tossing the hook up the grate, the party pulls it aside and scrambles up the rope.
Your spell! What happened to it?
My spell faded. All of our spells faded. There is a force there that is preventing magic from working.
I vote we never go down there ever again.
We may not have a choice, Sandstar, but I do agree we should not go down there lightly.
That was horrible. I held my breath for as long as I could, but it wasn't long enough.
Let us be exceptionally cautious.
You're telling me?
We need to get another selection of spells ready to go, as we kind of lost every spell that we had cast at the time. We could have easily recast them, but as you saw, that didn't work. So that area has an anti-magic effect on it. We have opened it up so we can go down there whenever we like, but you want to bet that we're not going down there for a long time to come. We are going to delay heading in that direction. We want to, what's this here? Be quick or be dead.
That's going to be that fireball thing we saw earlier, isn't it?
It will be. Let's go over here first. Nothing here. Nothing here at all. Let's be quick or be dead then, I suppose.
We're going to be quicker than you've ever seen us be.
We're going to have to run. And run we did. Yep, something was fired at us. But we were too... oh dear. We were too fast. However, there are these foes right here to cause a serious problem. We cannot back up too much, because if we do, we are going to get hit by that trap. Anyone else here? There is that there, and oh my. Well, that's a problem. Indeed, that is a problem. What does this do? I don't know. This is going to be something where trial and error is basically going to be a requirement, isn't it? Some of these will be trapped, some of them won't be. I'm going to save before we even think about navigating this area. That one is fine. That one was not fine. No, it was not. And I don't quite know where we are right now. We were moved. Be ready for another trap. Ow! Can we get out of here? Quickly? I'm trying. I don't like... Oh, no! We're just going to have to fight it. That was too close. Do you have any healing, Nilamva? I do. Hold still. And the healing beats have been... Oh dear, we need to deal with you first. Oh, they can hit multiple people. That's really bad news. Fortunately, Bug is back. And we need to have even more healing happen. And even more healing happen. Because we need to keep moving. Oh good! There's another one right there. But we do appear to be past this trap. Kind of. Hello, you! Can we deal with you before you kill us? Yes, we can, but there are more of you, and that is really bad. Right, it's time to find a potion of healing, or something that we can use. Let's see, we have something to heal. I don't want raised dead right now. I want a cure critical wounds. I'm sure we have one somewhere. Or we got rid of all of our healing scrolls for raised dead. It looks like we might have done that. Yep, looks like we might have done that. Right. Oh dear. We can hear them. They're somewhere. Right, let's cure light wounds, you back. And then cure light wounds, you back. And we're just going to keep using cure light wounds for a while. And by a while I mean until we run out of it. We don't want anyone to take another hit. And I know we're not going to be able to do anything like rest because we can hear an opponent nearby. Am I allowed to say that we're in a terrible situation? You are allowed to say it, though it really doesn't help that much. I have a little bit of healing. It should help. Any healing would be appreciated. There we go. You should be a little bit better. Thank you. We need to be very, very cautious here. There's at least one more foe somewhere in here. It's rumbling and tumbling. Oh, there's you. Maybe there isn't a foe nearby. Can we rest? Not here we can't. But can we rest once we get rid of you? Is here a good place to rest? Yes. Oh, you want to bet we're going to rest right here. This floor is a nasty one. Very nasty. Okay. We've nearly rested for a whole day, but it's very important that we do. Let's get all of our spells back, shall we? True Seeing, Protection from Evil, haste, because we never know when we might find more of those earth elemental things that are very powerful. That was a hit of 20 or so that our party members took. And this thing is not back. So I think there's something that we need to do here to progress, and it's unfortunately going to entail going over the spikes.
You're not thinking of going back over there, are you?
I think we have to if we're going to make headway.
Oh, I was afraid you'd say that. Let's just get it over with.
This one is fine. That one was not. And that one was not either. We're not making any progress here, are we?
I don't think we are.
Oh. We have to find a better way through this.
There surely must be. But I don't know what that is. Let us be even more cautious than we were before.
If we try and step forward, that brings us to here. And we haven't been here before. Here is likely going to be full of, yep, more of these foes, and I made the mistake of stepping a bit too far forward, which means that we have to take out all of these very quickly. Rune is out of commission as well. I think it's time for you to drop some more healing. A lot more healing. Cure Light Wounds. Probably going to have to be enough. Because there's one more of these here, and we need everyone available to hit that foe. And this foe too. Well, the game has gotten challenging. It was bound to at some point. Any more of them?
They just never stop coming, do they?
Then we mustn't dally.
You're right, we mustn't. But that's easier said than done. There's another one coming.
Just take this one out like we have the others.
There's going to be more. There's always going to be more.
Right, there's a way this way. Let's see if we can find... Nope, we can't find any peace here.
Why were we ever going to find peace anywhere?
Buttons.
I don't trust either of them.
Neither do I. But we may have no choice but to press them. We have to see what they do. Nothing? Nothing? They probably did something, but I don't quite know what. Not yet, anyway. What is up here that's... Ah, another gem. We have quite a few of these now, and we don't need a +2 dagger. We can put that down. Food situation, not doing so great now that I see that. We can take care of that. This place has become extremely dangerous. Now what do we have here? An emerald for each shall yield the key. We have a few of those, but we don't have 3 of them. We only have 2. So clearly there's one that we're missing somewhere. Indeed. Let's go back and see if we can find it. It's got to be somewhere that we haven't already been, like here.
There are going to be more enemies in here, aren't there?
Probably, I'm afraid. Oh, well, there's a foe there that actually managed to hit us for 7. And there's you. Hello. You went that way. Okay, that's really bad. You need to go. And we need to heal Rune back up. Because Rune is within the if you get hit once, you'll die hit point range. And we don't want Rune to die. We definitely do not want Rune to die. We don't want anyone to die, really. We'd have to get a raised dead going. And here is not the best place to do that, because here is full of enemies. Now, let's see about... There's no one there. There is a key there, and there is you. I keep forgetting that there's you. There's going to be, yep, more of them here. Let's hope, yep, you're gone, but there's you. We're getting a lot of experience, hopefully. Was there anything here that makes... Nope, nothing here that made going down there worth it at all. Just a lot of peril. And there's a key there that I'm going to ignore for the time being. Just because I fear that grabbing that is going to get us into a lot of trouble. There's here that we can use to not rest because there are enemies nearby. I think we need to do some more healing. It's been a while since I've used Cure Light Wounds a lot, but, ouch! This whole area. If that is another one of them that has appeared out of nowhere, I'm not going to be best pleased. Fortunately, Cure Light Wounds does a really good job at healing Rune, because Rune doesn't have very much health. And I was about to cast a fireball there to try and heal Rune. He does use a lot of fireballs, but that's not going to work. So, we're trapped. We're not trapped. We know exactly how to get out. And there don't appear to be any enemies. At least for now. But then we have to go through that area full of spikes to get out of here. That is true. We do. And so, when we come back, folks, this floor is even more dangerous than I thought it would be. Those earth elemental enemies hit multiple people really hard, and there's an area where all of your spells fade and you're underwater. We're going to have to go through that area, aren't we? Yes, we are. And I'm not going to look forward to that at all. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.